Halo? Halo? Nggak eko kan? Lah, kok hitam layarnya? Kenapa hitam layarnya? Loh, ganti wallpaper dia. Tadi nggak gini wallpapernya. Hai Tomo, hai Take. Si 6 menit. Bisa ngapain kita dalam 6 menit? Mana sih Genshin gue? Nggak loading-loading guys Genshin gue. Semoga arkonnya tidak baru seperti di story. Nggak tahu dari wallpapernya sih aneh gitu ya. Kayak misterius gitu. Backsoundnya hilang timbul, hilang timbul. Backsound apa tuh? Streamer mana aja nih baru nongol ya, maafkan ya. Lagi bakal jarang streaming. Kayak punya banyak kepribadian gitu gak sih wallpapernya? Iya, kayak yang paling kanan agak kayak di trailer gitu kan. Kayak ada background kurang jelas. Berarti ini masih sulitnya men-setup mic ini. Bingung banget. Masih 4,5 menit. Udah aman. Gue padahal nggak ngapa-ngapain. Tiba aman. Sudah lama tidak online juga saya. Ya Allah, resin penuh mulu. Stres. Sehat? Ya, lumayan. Diusahakan. Panas guys. Berapa menit nih? 3 menit. Terkelewat lagi. Hai Kak Daniel. Lah ini volumenya jadi bener. Tahu, gue nggak ngapa-ngapain mic-nya. Serius. Diapain ya? Gue naikin apa? Ini kegedean nggak? Duh, banyak lagi. Ntar deh, menyiapkan hati. Ya gue tukar semua ya, enggak ding. Ini 2 menit guys. Apakah kalian siap? Spesial programnya 2 menit 26 detik lagi. Walah, dapat venti. Wah, hoki sekali. Sebelumnya belum pernah punya ya. Mic-nya pakai 2 set apa 4 set? Maksudnya gimana tuh Kak Soyo? Gua nggak paham. Jangan terlalu high tech dong. Duh, 2 menit. Kayaknya tapi spesial programnya nggak sama Tawei deh. Soalnya di banner sebelumnya ada NPC yang cibi-cibi gitu. Jadi kayaknya bakal NPC deh yang ngomong. Hai Lan. 203 pull dapat 2 rusli 1 venti. Menang rate off terus berarti ya. Enak sekali. Enggak ding. Rusli yang pertama enggak ya? Oh iya, HSR juga habis. Spesial program ya. Bentar banget, cuma setengah jam. Udah mulai belum? HSR cuma setengah jam, cepet banget. Waifu jadi 4 star. Siapa sih yang baru mau keluar itu kan? Lupa gue namanya susah semua. Udah baru makan. Game anak tiri jadi cepet lah, bukan sini yang anak tiri. Wah, kurang dari semenit guys. Gua mute Genshin gua dulu. Yang cewek kayak Shenhe, iya tuh, yang cewek kayak Shenhe tuh gue lihat tuh. Ini setengah jam itu kayak Genshin punya special program di akhir-akhir gitu gak sih? Kayak yang 3.6 gitu, tuh cuma setengah jam kan? 10 detik. Trailer dulu biasa ya?
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd,
NPC bener.
some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes.
Langsung manggung.
A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
Mati dia guys.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! What's the news? Say cheese! Breaking news!
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy, yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair
people-
and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
For just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon,
Seem to remember
the
that.
Lord, will now
This
begin.
trial-
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are
Terbang dia, bos.
Fusalo.
Everyone's. Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Itu siapa?
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually
Itu siapa?
end in a magnificent and
Cakep, cuy.
dramatic trial. Farewell, Nergalet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Oh ya? Gurunya Jal bukan ikan. Widih. Tutup. Tutup, tolong. Mana ini gue? Tuh guys. Gue ketikin deh. A97 KZ NF24 UV. Skirk. Namanya skirk. Kok kayak nama cowok? Masih nggak bisa di copy. Kok cakep gurunya, Child? Pantes Child demen nama gurunya.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special
Bingung gue taruh
program.
muka gue di mana?
Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine. And I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version.
Ini kenapa
Okay, why don't you
namanya?
introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Novelet, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Novelet a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Capek banget.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow.
Yeah. There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water
I
rushing in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, and it looks like there's some spotlights and it's like a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Seems like,
maybe also Nouvellette is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Nouvellette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting, right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child? Yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good. But we really need to talk about Farina. She's confronted with because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers' help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Ini udah seru sih konteksnya.
No way.
Come on, guys.
Ada plot twist gitu. Oh, sebelum-sebelumnya kan dia
to
cukup
bolster
straightforward
everyone's
ceritanya.
confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You
Dia
must
pakai
be
vision,
stunned
guys.
and at a loss
Tadi
for
yang di
words.
trailernya nggak pakai.
Understandable. It is I,
Nah, dia
after
pakai vision.
all. Fontaine's most beloved
Gue
star,
gatal banget kan
Farina.
ngomongnya dari dulu.
I'm
Namanya
on
pakai
a very
vision.
tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Lucu banget dia
Who knew
milih-milih
the
dessert
people would
gitu.
adore me so much?
Kayak Dori ya? Pakai bubble-bubble. Maksudnya pakai gitulah.
Strike a pose! Let the world
Kalau-
come alive!
Whoa,
gitu
that
doang.
is so
Wow.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bells.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part
Ya,
of a
aku lancar
performance.
deh.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra. Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the
Kenapa nih?
Phantom or aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so
Ya,
cute.
Hydro.
Oh, I love them.
Kayaknya enggak deh.
Me too. Oh my
Beda.
gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat! What a distinguished little gentleman!
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Phantom or aberrants.
Tapi mirip
I
sih,
would
kayak
know. To my
bisa
knowledge,
menyerang
these creatures
otomatis
are
gitu kan.
Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those
Cuma dijelasin nih
creatures are
skillnya
actually
ngapain gitu,
special
burstnya
guests of the
ngapain.
Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Crabaletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Chevalmeron.
Ah, there he is.
Susah bener
And
namanya.
the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a sklur.
Jadi nubilet kayak cuma pemanis aja, pemanis.
Okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh
Tuh dia pakai
my
vision.
gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm
Apa yang
sure
bikin dia
everyone is
dapat
just itching
vision?
to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
Farina
She
bakal
usually
manggil,
defaults to an
intinya dia bakal
Usia Arca
nyaman.
alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the three members of the
Dia
Salon
bakal summon 3
Solitaire,
makhluk.
Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Sir Intendant
summon-
Chevalmeron, and Gentilhomme Usher to
Kalau
the
usia dia
stage.
summon
I love
3
it.
It's
makhluk.
so cute.
Kalau penuma dia summon.
And, you know, these
Singer of many
salon
waters.
members will attack nearby
Tergantung
opponents, prioritizing
arca
the
dia
target of
saat
the
itu.
active
Berarti dia bisa
character.
usia, dia bisa penuma.
Their damage increases
Arcanya
the more
diganti
characters
pakai
there
charge
are in the
attack.
party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So
Oh.
she has more than one alignment?
Yes,
Defaultnya
exactly.
usia.
Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch
Berpartikel
between
satu, iya,
Usia
nggak lihat
and
lagi gue.
Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we
Kalau
just
yang
saw, it
heal
seems
nggak
like her
dapat
Arca
partikel,
alignment
kan?
has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill
Partikelnya
changes
kayak
depending on whether
visual
she's
gitu ya?
aligned with Usia
Satu
or
attack, satu.
Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After
cuma satu
Farina
doang.
uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Summonnya nggak bisa
Yes.
taunting.
The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will
Iya, tapi dia
remain
bisa
on the field for a
ngikutin
period of
kayaknya
time
sih.
even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So
pakai
Farina
ulti.
increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow. It seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in
Dia
handy.
healingnya cuma
Yeah,
satu
for real.
orang kan.
And
Aktif.
due to her knowledge
Active
of deep water
karakter
aberrants,
doang.
Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Phantomer aberrants.
Berkokopi dicuci
Wow,
otak
you
dia
say that again.
dirampas.
Yeah, and that'll make it even
Tapi
easier to
ultinya
uncover
kan
the
katanya tadi
secrets
bakal
lurking
naikin
in the
damage
depths.
atau healing
Oh, it's
dari
the
karakter
secret
yang
lurking in the depths.
berdasarkan naik turun HP
And I
karakternya
almost
kan.
forgot, whenever one of
Pasti
Farina's
bagus banget
summons
sih
is
buat
on the
Nuvilet.
field,
Jadi kalau misalnya pakai
Farina
Nuvilet bareng
gains the
Furina,
ability to walk
dapat
on
damage
water.
tambahan dari
Oh my
Furinanya
gosh,
bakal
that is
gampang
so
banget sih
cool.
kelihatan. Oh, dia jalan
Hey,
gas air, guys.
I actually saw that Freena's outfit changes whenever she switches between arcos.
Tidak perlu ulti kayak Kokomi.
Good eye. You're correct.
Thank
It does change. But, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so
Ya,
if
dulu
you
baru
want
ulti
to
jadi sama
learn
dia.
more about Freena, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Iya, paling
Amazing.
senjatanya kalau punya
Okay,
pipa,
so
pipa
next
sih.
up we have
Kalau
another
misalnya
old friend
mau
to
pakai essence
introduce.
IR,
She's now
bisa pakai
able to join the
menurut
traveler's
gua.
party with her trusty companion, Monsieur
Buat yang gak punya fast
Verite.
ring ya,
That's
kayak
right.
saya.
It's
Tidak punya
Charlotte!
fast ring.
Yay!
Adorable.
Charlotte.
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a
Charlotte di
while
sini.
now. The traveler met her during the Summoner
Cuma
Summit event,
primonya.
which took them on an adventure all over Tibet.
Yes, that's right.
Yakin ya nggak
Charlotte's
bakal
hard-hitting spirit and
nggak bakal
determination to uncover
summon,
the
nggak bakal
truth really
kepul
leave
Furina
an
ya.
impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she
Yeah,
didn't end
look
up
at
getting
you.
the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her
Agak-
greatest
agak
assistant
niche
and
sih.
companion.
Kayaknya
They're
Furina
friends.
bakalan.
Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always
Ya, buat
capture
karakter
an
Fontaine itu pasti
unparalleled
bagus
sense of
banget karena semua
artistry.
karakter
The
Fontaine
peerless
naik
Monsieur
turun HP
Verite
kan.
turns her photos into
Tapi kalau buat
eye-catching
karakter yang
mementos.
non-Fontaine,
In fact, many Fontanians even cut
mungkin
the
agak
prints
susah
out of the newspaper and keep
maksimumin
them as
buff dari
clippings.
bersih.
That's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has its own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is
Aw.
pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Cepat
Yes.
jalan. Sulit sekali
Keep your eyes
parmennya.
peeled and your mind engaged. You'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Charlotte.
Say
Gak
cheese!
bisa sih kayaknya. Dia konstelasinya pun gak ada.
Breaking news!
Ini Nahida versi S ya, skillnya.
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Hai Cici.
She's really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and
makes
then like
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's
Cuma nggak
moving
tahu
around.
segede
They're
apa
super
batu
dynamic.
Furina sih.
It seems like
Yes.
she's
ternyata
always on the
Gede
move.
banget.
Who's
Ya,
on the
mungkin work
march?
juga sih buat itu.
Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The
Same.
more you know, I guess.
Effect dari apa sih ini?
Okay,
Gimana?
here's
Susah
some
banget sih
cool
bahasanya.
stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked
Intinya skillnya
opponents will
kena hida gitu
intermittently
kan?
take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field
Jadi di
that
hold sama di
continuously
tap itu
restores
beda.
HP to
Kalau
party
di tap
members within its range.
biasa aja, kalau di
Monsieur
hold lebih
Verite,
kuat.
he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an
Terus-
expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing
burstnya
bonus.
bakal
When paired with
nge-heal.
non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not
Pendek
all.
banget
There
durasinya.
is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a
banget
quest to
durasinya.
receive a special gadget called the zoom lens. When Charlotte activates the zoom lens, it will trigger her passive talent called first-person shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you hold
amazing.
her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
Bisa foto tanpa pakai
That
kamera
is
guys.
so
Sangat
cool.
berguna
Yup.
bagi
That is
kehidupan.
super rad, and you know, I have a feeling some super cool
Perlok
pictures
swap
are
hilang
gonna come
nggak
out of
tuh
that.
efeknya?
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the
itu
zoom
gue
lens
juga
and how to
belum
use it during the event overview portion.
Ya enggak deh.
So,
Jadi dia bisa
Farina
apply
and
cryo
Charlotte
overtime.
will both be featured in version 4.2
Mimpi buruk jadi
event,
kenyataan.
which is in the first half of version 4.2.
Pusing banget
We'll
sama
have
donat.
event wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju.
Eh,
During this
enaknya
time,
ambil
Charlotte
siapa?
will
Bingung
also
mau ambil
receive
Farina
a
buat koleksi
huge
Arkon atau
drop
nunggu
rate
Shell sama Cloud
boost.
Retainer. Masih lama banget Shell sama Cloud Retainer nggak sih?
Huge boost.
Bakal cukup lah kalau ambil Farina sekarang terus nabung lagi bakal cukup sih.
Tranquil Waters will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Huge sword.
And in the second half
Arkon
of
gunanya
version
buat
4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino
dan jalan
and
di air.
Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary.
Ada
It looks like she's
4-4 cukup murah
investigating
lah,
something.
dua.
Oh, there's even a
Patch.
report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will.
Ay,
It
no, Ayato,
says,
sangat tidak menarik.
strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's waters. Dun,
Ini
dun, dun.
anuan ya,
It's here already?
yang ada childnya,
Look at that.
yang ada di story kemarin.
It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision
Iya, ini
at the
Farina
end
dulu,
of the version
terbaru,
4.1
perairan
Archon
senjatanya.
quest?
Yep,
Oh, jelek banget.
same one.
Dapat donat bisa
After
nangis.
ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh,
dear.
it's
Mungkin
real
enggak lah,
big,
lebih
big.
berguna dikit lah. Dia
It
bisa
feels
nge-buff
like it might even
damage
burst
kan.
straight through the screen.
Buff
Oh, I
damage-nya
hope not.
kalau gua lihat angkanya
Get
sih
this
gede
feeling
ya guys.
that
Cuma gua nggak
this
nyebut
is the
angka
type
ya.
of opponent that we can just
Gua
brute
lihat sih gede.
force our way through, you know?
Lebih gede dari Mona.
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its
Di
gigantic
maksimumnya
size
tapi ya,
to
di
target the
minimumnya
traveler
mungkin
with
sama kayak
massive
Mona.
AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay.
Donat pandan.
So there also seems to be
Min lah,
sort
min.
of a progress
Pandan
bar
tradisional
next to the boss's
sekali.
HP bar.
yeah.
What's that for?
Udah
Okay,
full recovery
Since we
kak.
can't
Lupa gue.
outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it
Gue dari tadi
instead.
nutupin
The creature just
NPC.
freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find
Harus
its
mau
weaknesses.
siapa lawan bosnya.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is somebody being eaten? Is it
Tapi senjatanya CDM,
possible to
benar.
survive
Tapi
something like that?
apakah
I guess
Furina
here it
main
is.
purpose-nya ada
This is an
DPS.
entirely different space, it looks like.
Kayak bukan.
And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword.
Mhm.
Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Arkon Mondo
Ooh, yeah.
conditional
All
sih.
truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Ribet
Well
banget guys
said.
bosnya. Ini apaan sih?
Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem.
Lah,
Starting
ribet
from
juga.
4.2, an option will appear on the challenge
Nggak
failed
bisa tim
screen
sama
to
Hutao
lower the
ya.
difficulty
Bisa
of the boss
aja
if
kalau mau,
travelers
menurut
are
gue sih
struggling
kayaknya
to
bisa
defeat
tim
them
sama
during a main
siapapun.
quest. Hopefully,
Cuma
this
buff
provides
dari
a
burst-nya
smoother
nggak
gaming
bakal
experience for
maksimum.
travelers to enjoy.
Karena kan butuh yang
I
naik
love
turun HP
that. Now
secara
we don't need
otomatis
to
kan
worry
kayak
about
karakter
getting
Fontaine
stuck
gitu
while
kayak
trying to
Village,
advance the
kayak
main story.
Risley.
Totally.
Sedangkan kalau Hutao kan cuma turun sekali.
Hey, that was a lot of
30% dah
information,
gitu
wasn't
kan.
it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Dan
Yeah,
Hutao kan
oh yeah,
bagusnya kalau
let's
di
do it.
bawah 50%. Sedangkan Furina itu ada kondisi nge-heal-nya gitu. Jadi mungkin enggak oke itu sama Hutao, nggak kayak Zhongli sama Hutao gitu. Tapi bisa. Mau dipasangin sama Ayaka bisa, mau sama siapa juga bisa sih menurut gue. Cuma nggak maksimum aja buffnya. Gitu. Atau kalau tanpa shield bisa. Bisa. Kalau mau main Hutao sehat juga bisa sih menurut gue. Kayak Hutao gue, Hutao sehat. sehat walafiat, tidak sakit. Ya cuma kalau mau main sama Hutau paling enggak hydronya tetap 2.
Hello, travelers.
gantiin
Welcome back
Yelan
to the
daripada
version
gantiin
4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello,
Gue gak tahu tuh damage-nya gimana, bakal bisa
So,
nutup
we've
damage
introduced
Yelan atau
new
enggak.
characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. Okay,
itinerary
aside from
mau kemana nih?
investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Tawa Hutau sehat tuh sakit loh.
Well,
Yang
you know,
salah.
maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place
ini
for
nih
one of her tea
area
parties.
anuan.
Farina
Yang
and
kelihatan dari jauh
excuses.
terus.
Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit this time
Fathomless Tower.
feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Farina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a
Oh.
cool
Di
place!
belakang Opera House
Although-
expand-nya.
It does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely.
Bisa
Wouldn't
jadi
be a
biru
video game
pohonnya.
if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they
Bisa
call it the
aja.
foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it
More
looks
secrets, more
all
primo, bener.
withered and
And
spooky.
Cuma
the
kok
water
dia nggak
doesn't
kasih
look
tahu ada
quite
underwater?
right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do
Oh,
you
ada
see
dinding.
that?
Yeah.
Rumput di bawah air.
Exactly. It seems like
Baru
Farina
ngomong.
also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Wah lagi ini kayak withering.
There are always new
Withering
things
zone
to
gitu ya?
discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow
Enak
its
tuh.
abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering
bisa
certain
dipakai di atas
objects.
air.
But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more
Ini
about
mah
the story behind the
skillnya
new
Traveler
Aranea's
aja.
Forest region, be sure to
Bedanya
check
apa
out the
coba?
version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Araneas. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world
Itu
quest
mah
that you
pakai
won't
karakter
want to
lain
skip.
juga bisa.
To the
Nggak
south of
harus Hydro
Aranea's
MC.
Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary, so let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Oh,
I know.
World quest ini
And
nggak
after
masuk di
unlocking
Archon
4
quest.
seals along its perimeter, the tower
Oh, iya,
and its
banyak sekali,
long-buried
Wes.
secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh,
Beli banget,
amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers.
Kayak di
I also,
areanya si
we all want answers. I also heard this
and-
quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake
quest
woke up
dulu.
new life forms in other places where
Bener
destinies
sih buat
intersect.
orang-orang resilience quest sangat penting.
Destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater cave, new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse
Ini
powers
dia,
of transformation while in
bosnya
combat.
Furina bukan?
So don't let
Buat
your guard
talent,
down,
talent.
travelers.
Yes. And some
Buat
places
Ascension.
still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the
Kagak.
climax of the Narcissan Croy's adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh wait,
Gede juga ya
it looks
mapnya.
like she's arranged
Dikasih
to
dilihat
spend some
terus
time with
yang
her
baru.
subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty
Explore
personable.
Fontaines,
Who's to
Alice,
say?
and
She might
join
even
in
make
the
an
fun with
appearance
my
at the
dear
events taking place in
citizens.
Fontaine.
Story kah?
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Story-nya
All
apa
right,
dating gitu?
the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to
Gratis
investigate the
Freminet.
rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Gratis Freminet,
another
guys,
investigation.
lumayan.
I know.
Gua nggak
Oh,
punya.
and Remine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives
Kali-kali ngasih
underwater.
gratis apa?
Adults would use the
Bintang 5
story
itu
to
ya?
keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Well,
Punya farm
children
buat
must be
siapa?
pretty afraid of that
Freminet.
creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Freminate to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other
Enggak,
reason.
Wait,
Maksudnya
hey, does
sekali-sekali
this event also
kasih
have something to
beli
do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this
Saking
event,
nggak
we'll be
mungkinnya jangan
helping
kaget gitu
Freminate
dong,
make
kayak
some improvements to this
tutup
little
besok.
clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage,
Besok obsolete.
we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love
cool.
that.
Oh,
As our journey progresses, we'll
Gua suka
collect
nih.
colorful shells, corals,
Puzzle-puzzle.
and other items which can be used to outfit our little
Pakai
friend
otak.
with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
beli alloy pun nggak
you know,
punya aku.
what happens if we run into
Alloy.
certain speed bumps on our
Buat
adventure?
apa juga
You know,
alloy?
like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Apaan sih?
Exactly. In
Apa
the
itu yang
third
dibunuh
stage of the
maksudnya?
event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the clockwork penguin will provide
Berdua
different
ya,
buffs in each
inian.
battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Primo game.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Yang bahas
Oh.
event pada cabut orang.
Hania, a friend we met in
Pada nggak
Sumeru, has
tertarik.
arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and
Oh my
speaking
God,
of
berantem
fun,
jamur lagi.
guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Bongo Head.
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized.
Demen ya,
Previously, we led the
berantem
Lil
jamur.
Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Nggak peduli cara
Awesome.
mainnya.
Travelers will be able to command a
Bersih.
variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash
Lupa,
powerful
maksudnya kalau kayak
skills.
gini tuh bisa
Travelers will
co-op
hopefully
gitu
enjoy
lawan
playing with the
manusia,
fungi
gitu ya, jangan
more than
NPC.
ever.
Here's hoping. We actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, some unfolding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the
Aku
overall game.
nyadar Traveler nggak
Thanks,
suka
Debs.
long term gameplay.
Yeah, thanks.
Keluarinnya
All
sampai
right.
lama mulu.
Okay, let's take a look at what else Farina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries.
Ambil foto lagi.
Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. a researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology, has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting.
Whoa.
You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist. Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today.
Oh, yay.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
Di mana kodenya? Aduh, primo game. Lumayan nah, 50.000. Duh, kagak ke caps lock lagi. Bisa kan ya? Salah cuy. Oh, nggak ke copy. Nice. Kapan ada primo overflow? Bener, besok bangkrut Genshin.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end.
Udah habis.
So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest
Not
deck
bad sih
or
yang
take
pertama.
inspiration from other travelers.
TCG
That's
juga
cool.
tuh pertama.
Awesome. And, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double! Double
The,
again!
the developers have also made a number of optimizations to the
Sama,
Genius
aku juga nggak
Invocation
pernah main
TCG
TCG.
interface.
Heated Battle Mode
Level
and
6
the
TCG
Forge
gua.
Realms Temper Endless
coba
Swarm
dia,
will
pokoknya.
also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the
Bosen
updates made
gitu
to
loh.
Genius
Main sama
Invocation
NPC.
TCG,
Main sama orang
returning
takut.
travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's
Aw.
nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests
Ini tuh
and
kayak kalau
hangout
udah lama nggak
events.
main
Woo!
dapat hadiah ya. Ke Mobile
Amazing.
Legends.
Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest
Nice.
optimizations will also be available in
Aku
version
ingin suka
4.2.
TCG.
The
Cuma
first one
tidak
pertains
bisa.
to unlocking story quests. Travelers will
Kayak
now get to
bosen gitu.
choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it
Lumayan
seems
sih
like that's
emang
all we have for
buat-
the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the
Buat nambah-nambah
4.2 special
achievement juga
program to
sebenarnya.
come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Say
Well,
guys gitu
there's
doang.
so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy events.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so
Suka
much
banget
cool
sama
stuff to this
jamur.
game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera. But
11K
for me
tanpa
and Monsieur
blessing.
Noveletta, we are here for the Melazines.
Semoga blessing.
Well, this has been
Bless.
so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And
Bless.
honestly, I'm just
Lumayan lah.
really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Udah habis. Gue pengen nonton trailernya lagi. Apa nih? Ah, kocak ada ginian. Tanggal 8. Ya, habis guys. YouTube. Ntar ya. Gue pengen nonton trailernya lagi. Ya, belum keluar di YouTube. Di Twitch ada nggak? Twitch. Kagak ada lagi. Masih 10 menit lagi di YouTube. Streamingnya gitu aja. Entah kenapa menurut gua kalau streamingnya bareng NPC NPC mereka orang beneran sih. Cuma kalau sama karakter-karakter gitu doang agak bosen. Gak bisa ditonton ulang lagi di Twitch. Ya gak sih? Gak bisa ya. Ya. Kenapa gak buka streamnya? Bener sih. Cuma tadi kan ada yang gelap. Tujuannya nonton di YouTube biar nggak gelap. Saya ingin menebus dosa. Aduh. Spesial program yang Jepang masih live. Ih, kagak ada subtitle nih, kagak ngerti. Cuma watashi. Jangan amat sih nih. Mending kita scambok. Aduh, galau. Crimson Witch nggak ya? Kayak mau menyerah gitu nyari Crimson Witch. Emblem aja. Oh, nggak usah. Aduh, Mondstadt lagi. Oh, ini nih. Achievement ya? Mana? Sembari nunggu putar di YouTube, gue daily dulu ya. Kita pasang lagu deh, biar gue nggak kentang. Kali ya. Hari ini ada co-op domain, boleh kalau mau. Cuma belum ini. Enggak. Ada sih, ada bulan. Nggak ada bulan ya. 3 kali paling. Udah crown Kutao. Oh, YouTube udah ada. Kutao. Tinggal burst belum. Si jauh banget. Set. Aduh, pusing. Banyak sekali tertinggal. Genshin Impact. Oh iya, udah ada trailernya. Iya.
The judgment of the oratrice mécanique
Yang gini kan enak ya, ada subtitle.
The hydro akan to be punished via the death sentence.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Siapa lagi yang ngomong?
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me. You're Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself.
Ini tuh nggak ada vision, guys. Tapi di gambar lainnya ada. Di sini ada nih harusnya. Nggak dikasih lihat lagi. Oh, itu tuh ada kan? Berarti ntar di ceritanya ada yang bikin dia dapat vision. Lucu Charlotte. Cuma ya gitu, kayak bau-bau cici gitu ya.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it.
Jatuh, Navia.
Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy, yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
This judgment
Drama
is
mulu.
fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this
never been as superficial
justice?
as you have presented yourself to be.
Ini nggak echo kan?
Why should we
Bawa kayak earphone lagi.
For so long, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon,
Seem to remember
the Lord, will now
This trial is
Kenapa dia nge-host trial dia sendiri?
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Bingung banget. Terbang pilotnya guys.
You are the
Keren.
devious one, Fusalor.
Terus child nongol lagi.
Everyone's dead. Papa, what should I do?
Bapaknya siapa ya?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Pause. Kayak asli kayak karakter Honkai Star loh. Bukan main. Bagus deh. Pengen. Suka gitu liat karakter yang cakep-cakep gitu kan. Asli. Bisa playable kan ntar dia?
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All
Katanya sih
will
gurunya child.
eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
Kenapa lagi dijoget-joget?
Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Kenapa farewell Nuvilet? Duh. Penuh misteri. Ini event-event tadi ya? Aduh, weapon yang sama donat ini. Bagus padahal weaponnya. Bentukannya. Gunanya kayaknya kurang. Sudah, itu saja. Duh, masih belum 5 menit lagi ya. Gue suka deh nontonin ini, lucu. Kayak dia masak beneran. Terus yang masak kayak chef beneran gitu. Masak menu-menu li. Jadi role-nya Furina apa kakak? Menurut aku role-nya itu support sih. Jadi bukan DPS. Karena dia lebih ke nge-heal sama ngasih buff damage kan. Kayak damage-nya dia nggak tahu segede apa. Tapi yang jelas ini itu bukan kit utamanya dia gitu. Jadi dia lebih ke kayak Mona gitu jatuhnya. Jalan kalau mau domain boleh, cuma paling off stream. Gue bentar lagi udahan. Apa senjatanya nggak HP atau IR? Itu juga yang gue bingung. Senjatanya IR gitu kayak Raiden kan. Tapi IR-nya itu kayak bakal dissolve sama Constel deh. Kayaknya. Ya intinya kalau mau full Furina, kalau mau koleksi Archon, full aja. Tapi kayaknya saat ini sih agak niche. Jadi kalau nggak punya karakter Fontaine kayak Nuvilet, Risley gitu, mungkin dia nggak bakal ngasih buff yang gede-gede banget. Masih bisa berguna, cuma buffnya nggak gede banget. Ya paling itu. Weaponnya gue nggak saranin buat ambil karena bareng donat. Ntar menyesal, sedih kalian dapat donat. Gitu. Gue kayaknya udahan nih guys. Jalan apply aja ya kalau mau. Bentar. Donat mint sama strawberry. Ya kalau mau boleh aja sih. Paling menyesal kemudian kan. Yalah udahan dulu guys. Thank you buat yang udah nonton bareng. Ntar gue bakal gacha Furina. Gue punya apply lagi. Jalan apply lagi. Anyway, gue punya 25.000 primo game buat Furina. Bisa dapat berapa tuh? 155 ditambah 7 wish, 162 buat Furina. Ya kalau mau lihat gua ngegacha silahkan. Biar katanya juga play aja ya. Kita lakukan ini off stream. Oke guys, terima kasih. Selamat malam. Loading streaming gue. Bye bye. Borak siapa nih? Ya accept dah. Dadah. Thank you yang udah nemenin. Thank you kalian Katake, Kak Riz, Kak Tomo, Kak Rip. Kalau masih ada semuanya. Bye bye. See you next time. Ya gue bakal gaji tanggal 8. Bye.